Listen, this video I make because I've been out. Like I said, I sit back and watch, and I heard about the lady that she sued Trump, and they gave to her for. It was just like she just said she showed no real proof. But anyway, other than he said this, and yeah, I already know how everything went down. Women are very vindictive. Let me tell you this, especially when they get mad. But anyway, there's nothing like a woman scorn. But anyway, let me show you. It's not even her scorn that she coming with. She was put up to the act. Apple juice. But let me share this with you all. What they accused Trump of, and then they, with this lady who's trying to say, uh, everything that's in the dark gonna come to light, and it's gonna come to light. And believe me, I done dive deep into it. So I have a defense, but not yet, not yet, because whoever's gonna be duped is gonna be duped. But I'm gonna tell you all, when it comes to this next presidency, I don't care who's running. Put Trump back in the office. And if you remember the first time he was there in office, every concept, everything that he wanted to take part, the Democratic Party fought him. Do you know why? Because, yo, listen, these Democratic Party was formed by the Ku Klux Klan Party back in the days. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they all stood against the Democratic Party. They were Republicans. And yet you have so much of a diluted thing here today. And the only reason why everything is diluted because all the powers that be do not wake up and realize one thing, that we are all men. No matter what your color, your race, your creed, you're man. And we were given dominion over all things, meaning we are the greatest of all things. So you all need to wake up before you head about destroying yourselves. You're not going to destroy all of life, for I tell you that those shall come and bear witness to the way that the Lord thy God did show, and this is all I come bearing. And it's called love. But love basically is everything. But it's a certain love. See, you can have love, but you have love just, say, like you have your child and you just have that love. Well, we are all children. So you're supposed to love all, just as you love that child. But we don't all see it that way. It comes to a thing, we try to tie ourselves by our blood, not knowing that the blood, there was one blood that became sacrificial for us all because of the first of us who disobeyed and touched that which he was not supposed to. And we were all told that we would die, yet we still here. Why? Because there was one who is of that blood, that sacrificial blood, that no longer did you and me, our ancestors. Let me tell you, back in the Old Testament days, there had to be animals sacrificed, put on the altar, and burnt, killed and burnt as an offering up unto the heavens. And man had to do this because of that curse, because of that man who first disobeyed. But then there came a man in life who all those men of the Old Testament did speak about. They told about this man, and he would come and he would take on that sin and redeem us from the curse. And he came, but none of you see him. Who is this man that came? Well, in the scriptures, it's called the New Testament. And everybody will tell you, yo, follow what he said. But then all the religions capitalize off of what he said. They try to take what he said into his own way. But then you got to go back and resort to the old scriptures. Because he did not come to change. He only came to make better. His yoke is easy. His burden is light. Told you all this. Listen, I come with a certain truth. And like I said, I don't... You'll see all you people that try to argue scripture. You'll pick out a certain scripture and try to argue that. And not realize that there's more scripture than... There's other scriptures that explain that scripture that you're picking out. So that you have to know the whole truth story. And the only way you're going to know the whole truth story is for the Son to show you who the Father is. And I'm here because that Spirit is with me to show you who the Son is, who the Father is, in fact, who you are, who the devil is, and the whole great schematic of things. I come to tell you all. And these things I know there is no pastor, none of your leaders, whoever teaches you, bring them to me. I invite you. For they will come back telling you, I can't deny nothing that he say. And I promise you all this. I love you all. But there's a time like, yo, you better look around at what's going around in the world. And I ain't talking about with man. All the fighting that's in Ukraine. And yo, forget all that. A lot of that is being taken out of dramatization. Meaning it's being boosted up and told worse than it really is. Do you all understand? Being shown worse than it really is. And listen, it's gonna get worse than they all know. Because those things that's coming, and now they already been coming. Look around the world, and I ain't talking about the wars, but look at all the earthquakes, the floods, the tornadoes, even the fire coming down through the sky. You better look at all these things and see the signs and what God told you. That man Jesus, over 2,000 years ago now, what he told you. And he told you he had to go away because one going to come to tell you even more and show you even more. And when I speak, I tell you, the earth does respond. Like all of you, you come saying the earth is flat, it's round, and I'll be like, man, how dumb are you? The earth is forever changing. Do you understand? Forever changing. And if you don't believe that, just take a look at its very existence. The earthquakes, the underwater earthquakes, which happen even just as much as land, they happen way more underwater. New land, the earth is always spitting out molten rock for changing forever its surface. So for all of you that say it's round or flat, I tell you no, you're both wrong. It's forever changing. That is the best way to describe the earth's surface. Love you all. God bless.